FlashFilm Academy's 2023 NAB coverage is brought to you by FlashFilm Academy. Be inspired, be creative, be profitable. Download our app today to get your free 3-day trial. Got the whole crew with me. We out here.
Thank you.
No problem, brother.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
What's going on, guys? Today we're here to talk about the Nucleus Nano 2 with Nick from Tilta.
Hi, so as you can see, we have our Nucleus Nano 2 right here. There's a lot of big updates from the unit if you're familiar with the previous Nucleus Nano, but to go over the kind of large changes, the first and most noticeable is this touchscreen that is now on the size of the wheel. This is going to give you all your kind of information, in a much more viewable and accessible manner. It's also going to give you access to some cool camera and gimbal control functionality. But to start looking at this, we have our focus wheel, very similar to the original Nano, but the biggest change overall with the system is it is no longer a single channel system, meaning in conjunction with this adaptable handle, you're able to control 3 motors. So the hand wheel has a rocker for zoom, and then when connected to this, you have an extra dial in the front for iris. This is also going to be compatible with DJI RS2 and RS3 Pro, allowing you to control your gimbal all through and focus, all through one convenient option. Looking at the screen, the next largest feature you'll notice is that the Nano 2 has integrated camera control for Sony, Blackmagic, and Canon. The exact models will be announced a little bit later in terms of we're trying to get as many protocol information, as much information as we can in terms of allowing it to work with as many cameras as possible, but the full list is not yet available. But the idea is that through the motors or through Wi-Fi or even through Bluetooth, you can connect the system to your camera and then control settings such as f-stop for photo lenses, ISO, white balance, and even on some cameras, information related to the bitrate, the frames per second, even resolution if you need to adjust depending on what you're shooting. So the idea is that if you have this camera up on a crane, you're using your Nano 2, if it's on a gimbal somewhere that can't really be accessed, you're able to control everything all in one small, kind of easy to use system. The next main feature of this handle is a feature that was really requested for the Nucleus M. They were able to do it in the Nucleus Nano 2. And that is lens data information. So this is going to allow you to save multiple lenses, calibrate them ahead of time, and then load that lens profile up in the handle, which is a fairly advanced feature for a system that is still at a very accessible price point, which is going to be starting at $299, the original price of the Nano. And that's going to include just the hand wheel and a single motor. As you can see, this detaches fairly easily. A big change with this hand wheel and why we decided to kind of make the system modular is this now runs on an internal battery. The main reason we did that is so we could take advantage of USB-C for quick charging, as well as powering from higher voltage sources like DTAP. But because the battery cannot be swapped, we had to design some options for powering when you might not have as much battery available. So with this handle, there is a NATO contact point that connects right here, allowing you to relatively quickly snap that on, and then you can now power the handle via your standard Sony L-series battery. It provides maybe an additional 4 or 5 hours. The hand unit itself is rated for 7 hours, but that is consistent use. Realistically, the battery on a full charge is going to be enough to last you through most set days, maybe closer to 12 hours. And then when expanded with something like this, you're able to run that for even longer. So that's a brief overview of the big features. There's a lot of really small quality of life improvements in the firmware that I'm excited to share more about in the near future. But we're hoping to start shipping around early to mid summer, and more information, including like the full technical specifications, should be available within the next month or so.
Okay, quick question. I want to kind of talk about the Tilta ring. I have a Tilta ring. That handle looks very similar to the Tilta ring. Is that a newer handle, and how compatible is it with the ring system?
Yes, so this is a newer handle. It's going to have a lot of very similar functionality. It is not directly compatible with the ring at this time, but it's all the same tech in terms of gimbal and motor control, meaning that this can be used to control motors on the ring. This can be used to control the Nano, the M, even the Mirage, as well as the Ronin. If you are using Nano 2, you already have the ring grip. Those ring grip controllers can be used to control the Nano 2 motor. So it's all the same kind of system. We definitely wanted to design, options so people could kind of upgrade piece by piece and not feel like they have to move on completely from the system if they're already using, our DJI accessories, our Nucleus accessories, Mirage accessories even, so.
Perfect. You said it's shipping mid-summer?
Yes. So we're hoping for a more solidified, estimate closer to the end of spring. But most likely, we're imagining we'll start taking orders and maybe shipping the first units, maybe June, July, and likely by the end of summer is when these will be readily available. But we're imagining these will be pretty popular, so there'll probably be a small pre-order window, maybe 2 to 4 weeks. Is something we normally do. But yeah, more information will be available at tilta.com, and you can search Nucleus Nano at the search bar.
Perfect. I want to thank you for your time today. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you like content like this, click the link on the screen and go over to FlashFilmAcademy.com. We have a membership that will give you access to 300 plus hours of content designed to help you grow your business. That's all we talk about. Click that link, start your trial. We even have premium courses, contracts, and templates, all for the business side of this industry. You can go somewhere else to learn how to take pretty pictures, but when you're ready to get that bag, when you're ready to do this for a living, that's where FlashFilm Academy comes into play. All right, see you in the next video.